What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, it is your boy, Trey Sense, and we're just getting back into town. For those of you who are familiar with me and my channel, you know that your boy's been on vacation about the last 9 days. This is the first day back. I had a blast. Got to link up with the boy Cheapo Depot. He and I had a good time hanging out, all of that stuff. Got to do some fragrance hunting, some beach sitting, a lot of swimming, a lot of jacuzzi time, hot tub time. But when you come back home, it's time to get to the grind. So I had pre-ordered the new Dior Sauvage. I changed my mind on it, so I took it back. But while I was there, I got my hands on something, and it is the new Versace Eros Energy. Trying to find a good spot to spray this. Sprayed it on a card. Loved it. Sprayed it on my hand. Loved it. Elephant in the room with this fragrance. It is a clone of Creed Aventus. Is it a good clone of Creed Aventus? In my opinion, yes. It's kind of like a mix between the Aventus and the Aventus cologne. I like it. I really do. I like it. And if you're wondering, Trey, why the hesitation in this video, because I like it so much to the point where I'm probably fixing to sell my vintage bottle of Creed Aventus. Why? Between this, between Energy, between Club Din and Man Intense, Mont Blanc Legend Explorer, there's really no reason for me just to keep gatekeeping this. So, that being said, this is kind of a two-part video. There's all my documentation with my bottle of Creed. Yeah, I think it's time to part ways with this Creed Aventus. And then I'll get back more to the Eros here in just a second. This stuff is good. I've had it in my collection for several years. As you see, the bottle is still pretty much full. And it smells good. Everything checks out. I would spray this on this hand, but I already have something on there as I've been doing some testing for some videos. And to me, I really feel like the Eros Energy will scratch my itch for this. Now, are they 100% the same? No. Again, I pick up on a little bit more similarities to the Creed Aventus cologne than I do the OG. But I think it's enough similarities there to where it's like, as I stated earlier, there's no point in keeping this. Now, to the Energy, what do you get? Yes, you get a blast of pineapple. It, to me, comes in a little bit later, but it is definitely there. Energy is a good name. You get a fresh, energetic blast of citrus, and then the pineapple comes in. I live in a hot climate in Alabama. It's like today, it's 100 degrees. I love citrus-based fragrances. I just think they work good. I think they smell good. They go good with my chemistry. They perform well off of my skin. I like it. I like it a lot. It's fresh, effervescent, energetic. Again, think citrus with a kiss of pineapple, and that's what you have in Versace Eros Energy. Now, am I saying that the Versace Eros Energy is a one-to-one clone of this? No, I'm not. I'm saying it's in the same wheelhouse, and when you smell it, you won't be able to deny that. And I think for my money, it's close enough to where I'll be okay letting this go. Letting this go. I'm not gonna let it go cheap because I understand what it is. I know Creed is not making any more of these, but at the same time, I think it's a shame just to have it sitting in my collection when somebody out there can be enjoying it. And I will leave my email in the description below, as I always do. And you can feel free to email me and tell me that you want to purchase this, and you can pay me through Cash App, and when you pay, I will ship. And again, I'll discuss the pricing in an email. It's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be ridiculously astronomical, but it's not going to be cheap. It's just not. I know what it is. Y'all know what it is. So, and for those of you who don't, it is a 4-ounce, 120 ml bottle of Creed Aventus that they no longer make, an older batch. So, yeah, if you're interested, again, you can email me. The email will be in the description below, and yeah, we can discuss pricing. Now, this Eros Energy. I haven't watched any reviews on this. I haven't seen, I know I've seen several come up in the timeline by the thumbnails. It's undeniable that it's a clone of Creed Aventus, or it's a Creed Aventus style fragrance. Whether it's Aventus, whether it's Aventus Cologne, whether it's the 10th anniversary Aventus, whichever, one of the many, many batches of Aventus. Is somebody gonna think you're wearing Aventus when you wear this? No, they're not. But nobody, in all the times that I've worn Aventus, nobody's thought that I was wearing Aventus. And nobody's come up to me and go, "You've got on Creed." People ask about it, but they don't even know how to identify it when they smell it. Just saying. But this Eros Energy, because that's what you're here for. My honest opinion, I like it. I think it is a great fragrance. I'm not gonna wait for the price to drop. I'm gonna go ahead and get it because I live in a hot climate and I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it. I do think it's worth adding to your collection, especially if you like the Aventus style fragrance. Talk to my boy Cheapo about it. Cheapo, in words that only Cheapo could say, "Nah, I'm good. I got enough of those style fragrances," and he made a very valid point for him. Made a very valid point for him. As for me, I like the scent profile. I'm going to add it to my collection. As for you, should you buy it? Well, that's up to you. I think you should get it, sample it, smell it, and if you like it, I think you should buy it. Do I think it's a great fragrance? Yes. Yes, I think it's a really good fragrance. I can't speak to how well it's going to perform. I think it's going to be decent. I don't think it's going to be anything astronomical as 10, 12 hours. I think you're going to get par, which is about 5.5, 6 hours, with 1.5 to 2 hours of projection. That's what I think you're going to get. Should you buy it? Again, that's up to you. I'm going to buy it. If you're going to buy it and your pockets are not right now, I don't feel like that should be an issue for you. And here's why. This is going to come out. My Dillard's isn't getting it until I think the 3rd or the 6th. It's going to come out. It's going to be hyped. And then you're going to see it on eBay, and then you're going to see it on Mercari and places like that for half the price. It's $115 now. You'll be able to pick it up around the springtime, which would be a great time to pick it up again and wear it going into the spring and in the summer, as opposed to buying it now, wearing it into the fall, into the winter. Now, Aventus is the type of scent that you can wear year round. This one to me doesn't quite have that. To me, it's more of a spring and summer type of scent. Early fall, well, let me do it this way. Early spring, summer, and fall. Early fall, warm weather is what this one reminds me of, where Aventus is more of a year-round type of scent. But nonetheless, I think you should buy it. But I say that to say, buyer beware and be smart. Take your time. Search for a used bottle. Keep your eyes out on places like Macari. Check Joma shop here in a couple of months. They'll probably have it, and you'll probably be able to pick it up for 65 or 70 bucks. Because I do feel like, even though it's getting all this fanfare and all this hype now, I feel like in just a little while, it's gonna be on the discounters and you're gonna be able to pick it up at a really good price. Because some people are gonna buy it off of hype, and then they're gonna be like, well, the hype's died down and they're gonna get rid of it. So yes, I think you should buy it. I'll go ahead and say it. But I do think it should be buyer be smart and buyer beware. Take your time, look around, check the gray markets, wait for it to show up on Joma Shop, wait for it to show up on Fragrance X, and most of all, wait for it to show up on Macari, because I think that's where you're gonna see it first. I honestly give it a couple of weeks. This is late August. I say by late September, 1st of October, you'll be able to score a bottle of it on Macari for a fraction of the price. That's just my thoughts. So, but I think it's a good fragrance. And again, when I smelled it, when I got to the car, I messaged Chipo about it, because he and I had just had a conversation about it. It just put me in the mind of Aventus, and I was just like, you know what? I think this is gonna be the one that makes me finally get up off my bottle. So that's what I'm gonna do. Again, if you're interested in my bottle of Aventus, hit me up on my email and we can discuss prices. All right. Now, as far as energy, it's a thumbs up for me. It's a win for me. Is it unique? No, it's nothing unique about it at all. Does it smell good? Yes. And that honestly is all I care about in this situation, or in most situations, is does it smell good? And the answer is yes, it does. To me. And that's why you're here, for my opinion on fragrances. But yes, I do think it smells really, really good. Again, the breakdown, slightly pineapple, a whole lot of citrus, just a very effervescent, energetic type of fragrance. Does it smell cheap? No, not at all. And if you were curious about the pecking order, I put this slightly above Man Intense in the scent profile department. Now, again, Man Intense price point is gonna win, and performance, I doubt very seriously that this is gonna stand up like Man Intense. But Man Intense is a little harsh in the opening. Energy is not. And Mont Blanc Legend Explorer, I didn't get the hype on that one in the first place. Like, it was missing something for me. It just didn't appeal. I have it, but it's okay. It's not a fragrance that I reach for very often. And when I do, to be honest with you, I layer it with Sensual Obsessions, either King of King or Absolute King or one of his Aventus clones is what I normally do with Mont Blanc Legend Explorer. I layer it with one of those. So, but that's that. But at the end of the day, I think Versace did a good job making this scent. As far as the scent profile goes, lousy job at being original. But it is what it is. We live in a copycat society today. So, I mean, just look at vehicles. It used to be you could distinguish a Ford F-150 from a Silverado, from a Titan, to a Tundra instantly. Nowadays, you have to look twice because they all look like rolling boxes. Nice looking trucks, but they don't. Dodge is the only one that has retained just a little bit of difference, but you know, it is what it is. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to get off of here. Again, if you're interested in my bottle of creative Ventus, email me and we can discuss prices. My thoughts on Versace Eros Energy, I like it. I like it. I think it's a win. And I'm probably going to be purchasing a bottle. Maybe by this time today? No, a couple of weeks. I think if I order it today, I think I'll be able to pick it up in a couple of weeks. So anyway, that's that, guys. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. I hope you find it to be informative. Again, final thoughts, Versace Eros Energy, it is a thumbs up from your boy Trey Sense. So I'm gonna get off of here and edit this video. Well, actually, I'm gonna get off of here and shoot another video because I've got some catching up to do. So I gotta get y'all some content out. So with that being said, I love you all and may God bless you all. And until next time, guys, peace.